Giants win! A World Series win for the San Francisco Giants for the third time in the last 5 years. And their hero, Madison Bumgarner.
First opened back in 2012, a look inside the Mammoth Marlins Park. And before we close in on first pitch, a look at the starting lineups here for the finale. Chris Miller.
I mean, it's no secret you've got to keep the ball down against a team like this. If you go up every once in a while with a fastball, you'll be fine, but you're not going to last too long if you make a...
Chris Miller, the 1-2. Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin with. Chris Miller sets the 2-2 pitch.
Put him away. Give him your best stuff.
And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
Boy,
here comes a 2-2. And he gets under the 2-2 a bit as this is sent in the air out to straightaway central. Miller will settle under it to make the play for the first out as the full count offering on its way. Now a ball hit back up the middle, and that's through into center field, base hit. Now a long throw home. Throws there, and he is out on a beautiful throw as he just came up firing that time.
Boy, this was lining up to be a close play. It's a base hit, and he comes up throwing, and if this ball's offline by a foot or two, I think he's in there. Instead, it is right on the money, and they nail him trying to score.
Comes set, now the pitch. And he reaches out for one and may have chased it as this is skied into the air to straightaway center. Miller is there, and he has it for the first out. Chris Miller will be tasked now with lead. Here he comes on 2-2. And he struck him out. And there's the hat trick, and that's his third strikeout.
Pulls it in. What a great catch by Aaron Hicks. And again the 2-2. Popped him up.
A picturesque look there at downtown Atlanta and Turner Field. And before we get too much further, here's a look at each manager's starting lineup here for the opener. Chris Miller field here tonight. They've got to be considered one of, if not the hottest team in baseball right now. Winners of 8 of their last 10 ball games.
and it's a good position to be in. You've been playing good baseball.
And Chris Miller
Just about went around. He was lucky to put on the brakes.
Now, sorry to interrupt, but that's the third strike and the third out. Side is retired. Started here in the bottom of inning number 3. 0-2 pitch is swung on and lifted in the air out to center field. And one gone now in the Atlanta third. Chris Miller.
The inning.
Here comes a 1-2. Now a fastball runs inside and drills him. Oh, that here in the 6th. And he gets under the 2-2 a bit as this is sent in the air out to straightaway central. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends. Chris Miller will stand in for the 4th. Full count offering on its way. Pitch in the dirt, swung on and missed for strike 3 as they'll need to throw to first here. And indeed, the throw will finish him off as they get the put out.
For the 21st time in Dodger history, a no-hitter. The 11th no-hitter in Los Angeles Dodgers.
A picturesque look there at downtown Atlanta and Turner Field, site for this edition. And before we get on with things here this evening, a look at the 2 starting lineups we'll see featured tonight. Chris Miller. Here comes the 2-1. Driven down the left field line. Will it stay fair? It will, just to the right of the chalk, a fair ball. He'll take the turn and head for second, and he'll make it in there with a 2-out double.
Well, you'll see how late he is on this fastball. I mean, he nearly takes this out of the catcher's glove, but somehow he's able to steer it fair down the line, and he cruises in with a double.
There as he currently sits in 5th place in the National League runs batted in category. And they're going to hit the board first tonight as this ball's down for extra bases. And the run will score as the Phillies are off to a 1-0 lead. Chris Miller.
Handed batter's box, so it's no sure thing that ground ball means a double play.
Driven the other way out to deep left field. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the left field wall. The relay, and he is in there. Chris Miller.
Surprised if he has a big cut at something. Maybe try and break this tie ball game.
Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground towards second. And the throw goes right over the head of Freeman at first. Fortunately, the catcher's there to back things up. The 3-1. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw way late, and he's in there easily at second. The inning is over.
Why he's having the success he is. You establish the count in your favor right away, and it just opens up the door to so many more options going forward.
And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. Solo shot to right center. Number 201 in his career. And it's given the Phils a 2-1 lead.
And that is going to absolutely silence this crowd. We've seen him doing this all year long. When his guys are in the hole, he's been the one to come to the rescue, and he does it again with a long home run to give his guys the lead.
3 consecutive years in the postseason for the Oakland A's. 0-2 coming. Swing and a fly ball toward right center into the alley. Bradley on a run. Jackie dives. Oh, he caught it!
A nice shot there of the nighttime skies over Turner Field in Atlanta. And with final warm-ups nearly complete, let's check out the starting lineups for each manager here tonight. Chris Miller. Here comes a 2-2. Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground to short. On to Freeman at first, and there are 2 away now. Chris Miller.
Yeah, that's a good spot to miss against a guy like this. He loves that pitch up in the zone. Most power hitters do so.
The pitch. Swing, and he pulls the fastball high in the air toward deep right center. Will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Chris Miller. Strike nonetheless, and it's 1-1. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that ends. Chris Miller will stand in for the 4th. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Now he goes the other way, and he got a lot of it high and deep to left center field. Gone! A clutch home run as they narrow the gap here in the late innings. So a 3-run shot to left center. Home run number 39 on the season for him. And this will make things interesting at this point. It's now a 6-5 game.
You just can't throw that pitch right there. That swing tells a story right there. I mean, he got all of that one. Remember, he homered in yesterday's ball game too, so he's riding a pretty good hot.
And this is lifted out towards straightaway center field. Miller is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
You hear him scoreless after you've scored in your house. Well,
comes set. Now the pitch. Oh, this pitch is lined into left field, and he delivers a big base hit. And that'll plate the tying run from third as we've got our... Well, the bats were certainly working in this one, but out of everybody, I'd say this man most deserves to be our top player of the game.
Dad, you see a couple of hits for...
Series win for the San Francisco Giants for the 3rd time in the last 5 years. And their hero, Madison Bumgarner.
Now from 755, Hank Aaron Drive. A look at Turner Field. And before we close in on first pitch, a look at the starting lineups here for the finale. Chris Miller will stand in, and you see...
You want to put 2 men on for that guy in the very first inning. No thanks.
And a splitter swung on and missed that time, and that'll be out number 2.
With a little more friction on the baseball than you would a sinker.
Now here's the pitch. And this is lined into right field, and he's aboard here with the leadoff single. Chris Miller, the pitch. This is offered at in the dirt for strike 3. Just needs to make that easy throw to first, and the throw is in first time around. And he sends it the other way toward right center.
Oh, and he misses it.
Pitch on the way. Now the 0-1 is swung on and lifted out to straightaway center field. Miller is there, and he has it for the first out. Chris Miller. Now here it comes. And he struck him out. And there's the hat trick, and that's his third strike. Chris Miller. And there's the fourth wide one, so they'll go after the next guy with a force at any base here in 2 minutes.
By a former football player, that looked like he was heading into the secondary and evaded the free safety.
Time for baseball on the show as we get you set for baseball at a place they call. And before we get too much further, here's a look at each manager's starting lineup here for the opener. Chris Miller.
And it's been a perfect start to the road trip, too. They get the 3-game sweep to start it out. Now they come in here full of confidence and looking to keep that streak going.
Oh, and he misses the stop sign there as he heads for the plate. And the run will score as the Phillies are off to a 1-0 lead.
Well, there's one way to get our first run of the game across. Good hustle there on the RBI triple, and they're in good shape to possibly make it 2-0 with another base hit.
Chris Miller. Here he comes, 3-1. And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, a 2-1 offering. 2-1 pitch is swung on and hit in the air out to center field. He'll put it away without much trouble, and the leadoff man is retired here in. Chris Miller will step in now to pitch on the way. And he struck him out, and that's 8 strikeouts thus far.
Alignment to get those few extra miles per hour. And that's part of what makes him such a good pitcher.
And the 8th inning begins with a flyout, quickly 1 away. Chris Miller. Here's the 1-1. Now this is hit sharply back through the box, and the go-ahead run's going to reach here to start the inning. It's a leadoff single. Here it comes, 2-1. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw skips in, and he's safe. Close play, but he's in there.
Champions of the American League Central Division.
Now on 3-2 to Utley with Rollins leading from second. Here's the pitch from Beckett. Call!
0-2 coming. Swing and a fly ball toward right center into the alley. Bradley on a run. Jackie dives. Oh, he caught it. He laid out and made a sensational play. Runner tags. He'll advance into